Hey, what's up? It's me, Jeremy, and welcome back to another exclusive tutorial using the Beyond Imagination playing cards V2s. We're gonna start off with the little performance first, and then I'll teach you how to do this amazing card trick, alright? So, pack of cards over here, any card that you like you can have, so take it out, remember the card and don't forget it, okay? In this case, the Jack of Hearts. It's okay if I see it, it's not that kind of a card trick, alright? Now we're gonna lose the Jack of Hearts about halfway in the middle like this, so you can see it's lost about halfway, and we're gonna square the cards up like this, so you know it's really lost, okay? Now in order to find your card, the Jack of Hearts, all I need is my lucky card, right over here. No, really, it says my lucky card. All you need to remember is that it is blue and different color from the rest of the deck, okay? My lucky card works in very mysterious ways, so if you watch very carefully, all I need to do is just drop the card anywhere into the deck. That's it, right? And it will find your Jack of Hearts. Now if you look very carefully, you will see that all the cards are red except for my lucky card. Watch me like a hawk, I'm not going to cheat or anything like that, because right underneath my lucky card is your card, the Jack of Hearts. Well, maybe maybe it tells me that 3 more cards will be your selected card, the Jack of Hearts. Let's see, okay? That's 1, 2, and 3. There we have the Jack of Hearts. What? Now before we learn this card trick, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much. Let's begin. So now I'm going to teach you the basic principles of this card trick, and then I'll go into more details on other presentational ideas. Okay, first up, you need a deck of cards, obviously, and an odd card or a contrasting colored card. Okay, I just used one of the blank cards and wrote down my lucky card. Okay, we'll go more into that later on. So there's a little preparation that you need to do with these 13 cards. Okay, so what I suggest for you to do now is to pause the video and take a screenshot of this stack. Alright, now they are not only stacked from ace to king, but if you look very carefully, they are stacked in this order: club, heart, spades, diamonds, club, heart, spades, diamonds, club, heart, spades, diamonds, club. Okay, again I'll tell you why we did this. Now this stack will go on to the bottom of the deck, like so, okay, or on the face of the cards. So these 13 cards are right here, okay? Now you can spread the cards, just push off a block of cards like this and show the rest of the cards, okay? So you won't spread and let them see that there is a order in these cards, okay? Actually, it doesn't matter as long as you don't call any attention, alright? Let's say a pack of cards over here, and then you can shuffle the cards, just take the cards about half, okay? Drop them, and then now you can execute the Hindu shuffle like this. Again, do all this casually. You can also do the overhand shuffle, shuffling the cards this way. And once you reach near the end, just put these cards back to the front like so. Okay. Again, do all of this casually. Alright. Now have them select a card. In this case, whatever this is, remember the card and don't forget it. It's okay if you see the card, that's not that kind of a card trick. Right? The 2 of hearts, you will leave it face up on top of the deck, and then you will cut about half the cards and then place the 2 of hearts face down, but leave it sticking out like this. Next, you put the rest of the cards on top of the deck. Okay? What you're essentially doing is that you're placing these 13 cards and the rest of the cards on top of their selected card. Okay? You can pick up the deck and show it's really about halfway in the middle. Okay? And you can square the cards on very slowly. Alright? Next thing you do is this: you introduce to the spectators your lucky card over here, okay, and say this is my lucky card. And in what you need to know is that it's just a contrasting color of whatever this card is, okay. It's very important. Square the cards up like this, and you have quite a big range, literally 13 cards, okay. You know that their card is somewhere in the middle, right? And then you have about 13 cards to throw your lucky card inside. So once you almost are going to cross the middle, and then you throw the lucky card inside, okay? So it will look something like this, and the lucky card is now lost somewhere in the middle, right? You can then spread the cards like this and show that your lucky card is literally somewhere here, okay? What you do now is you pick up the spread like this, take your lucky card, the rest of the cards here, you square them up, and then put the rest on top, right? Just bringing your lucky card to the top. And now you say that my lucky card has now landed on 1 card, right? And it just so happens to be your selected card. Now obviously pause and say that, you know, this is obviously not your card, but maybe this is an indicator card, right? It indicates to me that 6 more cards, right? 6 more cards will be your card. So you take this card, turn it face down, place it on the bottom, and then you can just count 6 cards. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th card will be their card, the 2 of hearts. Okay, and the best part about this is that now the stack is instantly reset and you can perform it to another group of people, or you can perform it again. Alright, now let's look at some details and presentational ideas. So here are some presentational ideas. You don't have to use this odd back card that says my lucky card. You can literally use any other type of odd back cards, like a room key, a hotel room key, other odd back cards. Even if you want to use the 152, you could, right? You could also even use a coin to do that, right? You can say it's my lucky coin. Oh look, it's the Beyond Imagination coin, and it says always believe in magic. Nice. Anyways, as long as it is a contrasting color with the deck that you use, it's good enough, right? Here's another idea that you can do. You can, if you meet like clients and stuff, you could also use their name card or use your own name card, perform this trick, and then give that name card to them, right? That way it will leave a kind of a lasting impression with them. When they see the name card again, they'll go, oh yeah, I remember this guy showed me a magic trick as he gave me the name card, right? That kind of thing. So anything that has meaning to it, you could, like if you wanted to use the blank card, you could write a special you could write a special message on it, like happy birthday to you and all that kind of thing, and then give it to them, right? So again, it will create not just, oh, you show me a magic trick, but something to remember you by, right? And these are like small little things that that makes magic even better. It's not just the trick, but how you present it and all that, right? Now let's go into the details of why I decided to use this stack, okay? This stack of 13 cards here in this particular order, and there's a reason for that, right? So in case you have difficulty remembering, it's club, heart, spades, diamonds, that suit. Okay, if you remember the word chased, and I will capitalize those, and you will see it's club, heart, spades, diamonds. It's very easy to remember. Now the reason why I decided on this stack is because sometimes, you know, when you want to perform something, say you start off, you show the deck of cards, you shuffle, and you ask them to select a card, right? And then sometimes your spectators don't want to cooperate with you and don't want to select a card from the middle, they want to select a card somewhere near the bottom, right? Say for example, they take this one, okay? All you have to do, wherever they take the card, bring the rest of the cards on top of the deck, like this, okay? Now, as you are squaring the cards, excuse me, as you are squaring the cards, you do an all-round square up, meaning you square the cards this way, and then you turn the deck over like that, and you can take a peek at what's the bottom card, okay? So, in this situation, you have cut the cards on top. As you are squaring up the cards like this, you take a peek at what's the card, okay? So this card here is the 9 of clubs, which will tell me one thing, right? That the card they selected is, you have to minus 1 value, okay? So 9 minus 1 is 8, right? And because the cards are stacked in club, heart, spades, diamonds, you know that the next suit is hearts, right? So 8 of hearts, like this, see? Alright, I'll do it again. We'll select another card. Okay, this time around, just spread the cards and then say they select this one. Put the rest of the cards on top. As you square up the cards, you take a peek, and now I know the bottom card is the 5 of clubs. Okay, so 5 minus 1 is 4. We know that the value is 4. And then clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds, right? So this next card is the 4 of hearts. Right? So in case, so this is kind of like a fail-safe. If somebody selects a card from the bottom, move on to another trick, right? They select a card, they look at it, you say, okay, I don't want to look at it, remember the card, and you know, just hold on to it and all that. And then you start to read their mind. Do a completely different trick, right? Think of your card, is it a red card or black card? Don't say anything out loud. Okay, red, yes, blah, 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 hearts or diamonds, and then you say, oh, 4 of hearts, right? And it'll be amazing, right? Because to them, it's like, oh, how do you do that? So if you fail to do this trick, then you can move on to something even more amazing, right? So that's one way to think about it. So that's why I always introduce this card only after, okay? After they select a card, place it back into the middle, spread the cards, only then do I introduce this as my lucky card, okay? I think that kind of makes sense, right? And so yeah, these are the reasons why I have them in this particular stack. And now let's learn the details of how to do a dribble. So to do the dribble, you start off with the cards in end grip like this, okay? Meaning your middle, ring and pinky fingers on the front of the short side of the deck. Index finger is curled on top, and then thumb somewhere in the middle or here, okay? It's easier if you start off with here, right on the corner, and your middle finger here as well, okay? Next thing you do is to extend your index finger like this, okay? And this will act as the pivot, because what you're going to do is that you're going to actually drop the cards off from your thumb like this. Okay, so once it goes off your thumb, you will start off like this in blocks. Okay, and then slowly as you practice, because your index finger is kind of like pressing it down like that, and your thumb is just curling up and releasing the cards slowly, then you'll get better and better and better and better, so that you will be very smooth like this. So one more thing I forgot to mention is that there will be a chance where you insert the lucky card really at their selected card, okay? And how do you know that? Well, very simple. Once you spread the cards, because the Beyond Imagination playing cards are marked on the back, you can actually see if you are getting that range of 13 cards or you really hit that card, okay? If you don't hit that 13 range, then say, okay, I'm not very sure, I'll try again. Remove that card and do it again, okay? If you so happen to hit directly above that selected card, so be it, right? And exactly what you say, just cut the cards exactly where, put everything back together and say, like I said, this is my lucky card. What was the card you selected? The 4 of clubs, boom, 4 of clubs, see? And you just end there, okay? Because it's very amazing, right, if you think about it. And now, because the stack is still in play, you can then, get them to select a card and do that mind reading trick, right? So there are many ways to go around it, entirely up to how you want to present it and all that kind of stuff. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions or other presentational ideas, drop them in the comments section. I want this to be a learning community so that everybody can engage and learn with one another, okay? Thank you so much for watching. You guys take care, stay safe, I'll see you on the next one.